Hello and welcome back. Um, Last we left off, Legosi. Well, he didn't let Melon get away. Melon just kind of got away on his own by using pretty much society against Legosi. So Legosi's on the run. He made the news. Luckily they got his description like wrong. He's not in his 30s, but he is a white wolf at this particular point in time. So he has made his way back to Cherryton High School to lay low for a little while to his till until his fur turns gray again. So that means we get to spend some time with old faces, the 701 boys, the drama club. Let's see how it's gonna go now that Legosi's back at school. Let's see the state of the school since he's left. It should be interesting, cause yeah, Louis graduated as well. So and last we checked, they were trying to push the school towards like segregation. So I'm wondering how that goes, how that went down. So let's jump right into it. Welcome to Beastars, Chapter 152, a question of self-harming school regulations, claw marks on the wall. I don't like the sound of that title. Okay, let's see. Mom died when I was 12. I couldn't bring myself to talk to anyone except Grandpa and Jack. Legosi, why don't you enroll in the Cherryton school? Ah, so we're having a flashback between Gosha and young Legosi. It's an integrated boarding school. Your mother died in this house, and I think you should get away from it. Get away from it for a while. Jack's enrolling there. Jack? Hmm. Man, Gosha is just such a good grandpa. He just loves his family, man. There's just a lot of respect to be had for the Lizard King. All right, so young Legacy, we're off, sir. Come on, you two Legacy, we're off. Love Jack. Jack is a man. We This series needs more Jack. I say it needs more Haru, but in reality, we need more moments with Jack because Jack is just best boy. I mean, I just love Jack's character. I will stand by the statement. Everyone needs a Jack in their life. Like, there's just so much value in having a friend like this. Like, I wonder how he's doing because Legacy left school and Jack hasn't been taking. Well, it seems like he's been fine, you know. But I wonder how that is though. Like, I want to see their relationship now. I'm pretty sure nothing's changed, but he pretty much lost his best friend in the blink of an eye, and he even stated outright that he felt like he was getting left behind. So, you know, I don't know if you've ever seen like a show called BoJack Horseman, but one of my favorite characters in that show is actually Mr. Peanut Butter because he represents, in my opinion, toxic positivity, right? And some of my favorite moments is when you see Mr. Peanut Butter like alone. Like there was that one episode where they were in a trailer. Peanut Butter showed up at the wrong time to BoJack, and then when you see Mr. Peanut Butter, BoJack tells him to go away. You see Peanut Butter like beating himself up, like stupid, stupid. Why did you say that? I wonder if Jack just puts on like a happy persona for like Legacy's sake, or maybe he's just always like that. I'd like to see more layers with Jack, that's for sure. Because we saw a little of Jack's backstory before when he was like a pup, and he had like Jack. Actually, yeah, Jack actually is dealing with his own issues, I believe. Like, he had an inferiority. That's how they sparked their friendship in the first place. Like, he actually like dragged Legoshi out of his shell, and that's how he became his first friend. But Jack, it's easy to forget that Jack still was dealing with his own issues at the time. So I wonder if that got resolved at some point because Jack was bred. He's a dog, a golden retriever, yeah, or a Labrador. Golden retriever, whatever. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so he was bred for his intelligence, right? And that's something he struggles with. He inferiority because he feels like he's artificial, right? So I wonder if that's the case. Like, is he not allowed to be sad because of his like genetic disposition to always being happy? Like we've seen Jack sad before. We've seen Jack get sad, but he's never like. Why am I still focused on Jack? Anyway, I don't know. It's probably because I haven't seen Jack in a while, and I like Jack. I like Jack a lot. I'm not gonna. I want to, but I think I'll save it. I think I'll save it because it's probably not gonna go that way. But I don't know. I just like Jack's character. I can dissect Jack's character because it really reminds me. Looking at me reminds me of Mr. Peanut Butter from BoJack Horseman. Really good show. Highly recommend it if you haven't seen it. That show is a masterpiece. Honestly, I should get some BoJack merch. Let's see. Jack, take good care of Legosi. Legosi, do your best. Leave it to me. You take care of yourself, sir. Jack's surroundings were always shining in gold. And is this room 701? Hope we'll get along. Look how derpy they look. I love it. This is Legosi, the Grey Wolf. We've been friends since childhood. Nice to meet you, Legosi. You're such a skinny wolf. Jack always seemed like a replacement for my mother. He's family to me. I think I only came here because I knew Jack would be here. So, Legosi said he was going to tell them everything, so I wonder if that's what happened. So basically, you were chasing a criminal, which led to the police chasing you, and you're trying to catch the criminal and turn him over to the police so you can resolve this misunderstanding? Yep, you got it. But they got a bad impression of me from my white hair, so I can't be outside. I want to stay here for a couple of days so I can shed my coat and get my normal hair color back. Are you listening? Well, they're all wagging their tails. Okay, Khaled, you laughed, you lost. Come on, come on, anyone will laugh in this fake suspense mood. You suck at jokes, Legosi. You could have just told us you wanted to see us. Knowing Legosi, he's probably telling the truth. Wow, so he, okay. So they all think they think Legosi's lying, and he's using that as cover just to see them. But Jack is the only one who's like, he's telling the truth. Okay, that's hilarious, but I wish they'd be more in the know that Legosi isn't like, that he is telling the truth. I don't think it's doing him any favors that they don't really think that, I don't think it's doing him any favors that they're taking his situation lightly. But sure, I guess. Well, we're just happy that you're here. Stay as long as you want. Just don't let the house mother see you. I really won't be here for long, sorry. Still, it's so relaxing in here. I'm glad nothing's changed. Oh, so you don't know? This school's actually changed a lot. Oh, okay, perfect. I want to see the state of the school now. You didn't know ever since the start of the year? Cherryton school has been completely segregated. So that did happen. Because I remember they did a vote in drama club as to whether they should, as to whether drama club should be segregated or not. But they voted to keep drama club the way it was, I believe. Which was awesome because, drama club is one of the last places in the school where carnivores and herbivores can come together and like accept each other's differences and just like they're friends. Like they have a lot of rapport with each other and respect because they see each other every day and they work with each other. But now the divide is just the gap is just even wider, which is really sad to see. Like all the progress that's been made, it's kind of just being undone now. Look at Legosi's face. He's like, no. Wow, they weren't kidding. Now that I have a good look at the school, this is horrible. You went to the back alley market, huh? What meat did you lose your meat virginity with, huh? It was pork, wasn't it? No, my first time was with chicken. And they're just talking about that out loud. Carnivore. So this is the carnivore floor. So it's like they're not censoring. That's so bad. They're not censoring themselves because they're not around herbivores, right? So like, well, they can be themselves even if they're like being savages about it. Or oh wait, there are herbivores here. Maybe they just don't care. But that's bad though. Like that, I can see why it'd be uncomfortable. Like I bet the situation is the school's very uncomfortable because of how the carnivores are acting. They're probably getting beside themselves because they're eating meat. Like they're eating meat, right? They're probably going through meat withdrawal. So I wonder if drama's gonna break out in the school now. It's just a bad situation, I see. Maybe this is the reason why Jack looks so dispirited. Jack's a third year now, and he got into a special class. He's a super elite. Only the top 5 students in the school can get into that class. Amazing, right? It's only because Labradors were made that way. Oof. That's a super soft spot for Jack. Hmm. And out of everyone, Legosi noticed that Jack was a little sad. Interesting. Poor Jack. I know how he is. Maybe he doesn't feel comfortable in Cherryton school anymore. Carnivores were never this open about Back Alley Market when we were integrated. Segregation has clearly made the school a lot more uncomfortable to be in. Yep. And a lot of problems can come with it. Like, you can break a lot of trust between carnivores and herbivores. Like, I feel like, you know, you don't want them to be repressed because that's how predation incidents occur, right? That was like Legosi's breaking point as well, where he almost ate Haru. But, because he's been repressing himself for years. But the same is also true by giving them like too much freedom, right? It'll cause damage not just to them, but to people around them. Like I don't see any herbivores here, but still. I don't know. Maybe I only think that way because I support integration, and because the herbivores here look depressed. Oh, I didn't realize I was in the herbivore floor. Oh, how did they separate them? So is it like the bottom is carnivores and the top is herbivores? Is that it? This is the herbivore floor. Yeah, sorry, I know. Pina, man, it's been too long. We haven't seen Pina ever since he called the cops and got Legosi in trouble, but it wasn't his fault really. He didn't know, but still, good to see Pina. Awesome character. Oh, so bright. His fur is blinding him. Huh? Legosi? What are you doing here? You surprised me. You're an ugly albino now. I got the same look on my face too, Legosi. I missed Pina too. And I keep getting prettier. Mm-hmm. It's nice to see you too, Pina. I guess some things haven't changed. Yeah, right. And not just Pina. Hey, you shitty wolf back in school. I love Bill. We need man, I wish we had spin-off chapters with just Bill and maybe Pina and who else? Kibi, maybe? Juno? We haven't had a single solo Juno chapter. Not really. Who else? There's Aoba as well. Man, Bill's one of my favorite characters. He is up there as well. He's super up there. If I'm being honest, I like everyone, but I do have a tier list. Bill, I'm guessing the drama club's still active? I'm so glad. I wouldn't say active. More like on hold. Hey, the test is coming up. We can worry about Legosi later. Let's get back to studying. Look at this, man. There's still, man, this is a good sight to see, man. I see that look on Legosi's face. I got the same look too. I'm just through thick and thin, they're still friends and they're still together. Look, integration. There's carnivores and herbivores side by side. They're still friends and all that. This is their space. This is where they made their bonds and their memories. And they're not gonna let society dictate who they can and can't be friends with. Look at this. Even Juno stayed, and she was against integration before, but she gets it now. That's character development. Juno's living her best life. Good on Juno. Right now, what's that? Right now, every all species club is basically suspended. The only way a club can be active is if every single member scores really well in the next achievement test. That's tough. That's why you're all studying. Yeah, well, this is exactly the time for us to be working together. This is the only club that had a predation incident. As members of the drama club, we have to do our best. Ah, so that's so awesome to see. And Bill's come a long way as well. Like, Bill's the leader in all this. Look, he's the one that, like, Louie's not there anymore. So Bill's the new head now that Louis isn't there. And it's well deserved too, because Bill had that penchant for leadership since the very beginning. And that's something I made note of as well. I was like, Bill has excellent leadership ability. And I like how it's blossoming here, and you get to see the growth, even though we've been away for a while, so that's really awesome to see. Like, you would expect Juno to be taking the lead, but no, it's Bill right here. And that's earned. I like that Bill's getting his due. He's not like just a... He's not the villain. Even Els is still here, and I'm pretty sure she had a lot to do with, like, helping Bill along as well. Because at first, he thought it'd be a good idea to not have integration, to keep Els safe. But this is Bill's family, and he loves them. Even dumb Legosi right here, too. So that's awesome to see. And look at Legosi. He's like... Bill's like, what? Bill, you're actually a good chief. I'm even willing to forgive you for clawing my back. A reference to Valiant 2 during the stage fight, yep. Where did that come from? It's only natural. I'm trying to get myself a good future. Well, I still go to the back alley market once a month. But most important. See, I love that Bill's honest about that. Like, just because he eats meat, that doesn't make him a bad guy. You know, he indulges himself from time to time. But he still cares about his friends, right? And he doesn't lose control of himself. Like, that's so awesome. I'm glad nothing, like... I thought Bill was being set up to be a villain earlier, but that was just a preconceived notion I came up with. Like, and I'm pretty sure... I don't know if you've read it before, but I don't know if you were getting the same vibes like I was, but it seemed like he was being set up to be that, but... You know, they flipped that notion and turned it on its head, and it's like, no. And, you know, Bill's a much more nuanced character than just being a villain, you know? And it's really good to see the other side of it. So good for Bill. That really makes me happy to see. I'm doing this because I love the drama club's herbivores with all my heart and soul, though that's a secret. And I'll always feel that way. Do you think I'm in the wrong somehow? Shut up, Legosi. He's eating meat, but he's doing good. You ate Louis's foot, so you can't be a hypocrite. And I like how Legosi's like, you're doing good. That's all I have to say. He's giving Bill his win. Finally, because he's been taking L's for like a while now. Let's see. What the hell? You didn't answer my question. Like, that's huge progress, because Legosi's a hypocrite himself from time to time, and he calls out other people and their hypocrisy, but here he's like, yes, you're kind of a hypocrite, but you're doing it for the greater good, and that's no different from what I've been doing this entire time. So, you're doing good, Bill. You're doing really good. That's awesome. Bill, I don't think I'm gonna do good in the history section. I'm stumped. Well, damn. We're only taught the basic facts in history. They only teach the special class real history. Wait, what do you mean? Wait. What do they mean by real history? Okay, so history is being brought up a lot now. Like, it's part of the lore is being like expanded on, it seems, because Menlin was talking about history before. Who else was talking about history? I forgot. I think it was mainly Melon. Like the Great Carni Herbivore. The war. So I wonder if that's gonna get brought up again. So are they not being taught the real thing? Or are they only being taught pieces of the history? I want to know what it is. I really do. And the special class is being taught real history. So Jack is in the special class, so he knows. Let's see. The special class. You mean the top students? Yeah. Poor guys. Those elites have to bear the burden of animal society's darkness. What? Oh, so Jack is an elite because he's intelligent. Interesting. They have to bear animal society's darkness. Onions. Why does he have that? Dogs can't eat onions. What's it? Onion warning. Canine customers, please do not put an onion in your mouth. You could die. Bruh. Oh, man. Is that... Oh, that's it? Come on. Not again. I can't, man. Not Jack. I love Jack, like, as a character. He's depressed, it seems. Otherwise, why would he have these onions? Come on. Like, he... Okay, so look at this. What does this scene remind you of? Because it reminds me of that scene with Legosi's mom, right? I see parallels uh, being drawn here from that scene where she was in the dark room alone, no one there, you know, just depressed in her own darkness, in her own space, right? And Jack seems to be in a dark place right now as well. We don't know why. Oh man, hurry, Legosi. Your friend needs you. I can't wait. I hope the chapters don't get too dark or take a turn for the worst. Heavy stuff drains my stamina like really, really badly. So hopefully he's gonna be okay. Hopefully, Legosi's at school now, so I need a happy note. So I will see you during the next one. I hope you enjoyed this chapter. It's been nostalgic. It's been very nostalgic. Yeah. So man, I want to know more about the war. But first, that can be put on hold. I need Jack to be okay. So, I will see you during the next one. And, same as usual. Be nice to each other, take care of yourself, and all that. I will see you during chapter 153. Bye now.